What's up? So I had some time waiting for a bus, so I just wanted to talk about SoFi Technologies and kind of where the economy is at. Kind of talking about the last week's, I guess events that happened and also data that released, and kind of why I keep getting more and more bullish on SoFi. So Monday, Jerome Powell comes out and says basically the economy is not as bad as we thought it was, and basically he's saying we project a soft landing, right? He's saying that savings rates are actually higher than we previously estimated, and this specifically made me very bullish, mainly because of the story that SoFi management has been telling, right? Has been kind of showing, or basically like displaying, right? Based off of their ER, based off of interviews, right? Anthony Noto, Crystal Point, they've been saying that their users aren't as they're not as like strapped for savings as what most other people are saying. Versus on the other hand, when you see like Jamie Dimon, who was throughout the past probably I'd say few months, if not few weeks, or yeah, you know what I mean, like if not a few weeks, if not few months, he's been like spreading FUD and saying like the entire economy is going to crap, savings are crap, right? Basically he's basically just projecting like a recession, like a imminent recession. And because he's looking at savings rates, he's looking at their customers' accounts. But think about it, right? Like you have two different stories that are both estimating based off of their own data about the state of the economy, the state of the state of the economy, right? So what I mentioned this in a previous video where it's not that people aren't saving, right? Bank accounts or banks are seeing that people are saving less, but it's because they're offering these pitiful savings rates, right? You have the 0.1%, you have the 0.23% that people are starting to wisen up, right? People aren't gonna give away free money to banks. People are going to go to high yield savings accounts like SoFi's 4.5%. They're going to buy CDs. They're going to buy treasury bonds. They're going to invest it in stocks. They're going to do all these different things. They're no longer going to be stupid enough to just leave it in a savings account that's losing money to inflation. And these big banks have to realize that they can no longer operate at the same rate that they were doing so. They're no longer going to get free money and then going to be able to like loan it out for other people and then earn the difference, right? They have a much higher overhead now. They have much more competition that they have to deal with. And SoFi's been basically raised in this environment where they've been giving high interest rates. They've done all these things. Whereas the older banks, right, the legacy banks, the Bank of America, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, those banks are so used to just getting free money basically by people putting them in their savings accounts that I feel like they don't have the infrastructure to or at least the willpower to switch to a more efficient model where they're not like skimming as much money off the top of the customers that they have. And then the next article of news that just came out was on Friday, right, where we had a blowout jobs report. Again, this goes back to the fact that I don't see how different JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon's take on the economy is compared to SoFi, right? SoFi's been saying, oh, we don't really see that, like our customers aren't experiencing that big of a problem, I guess. Whereas Jamie Dimon's been again spreading FUD. So it's like you see the data. I mean, obviously data can be skewed, it can be inaccurate, it can be revised, but what was a blowout jobs number? Like what was it? 254,000 jobs added. So when you see the legacy banks, they're just complaining about how bad the economy is and how bad the economy is gonna get, and then you see SoFi's like, it's fine, whatever, right? That just makes me more and more bullish. Just the take that they're both dealing in the same exact industry, right? Banking, but then one person is super pessimistic and one person is super optimistic. So where do we come from here, right? Where do we go from here? So I think that SoFi stock, which has been running for the past probably I think like 2 weeks now, it's up to like 850 now, which yay, right? I think that with bank earnings coming out starting this Friday, it's very possible. Oh, my bus is here. But with bank earnings coming out this Friday, I feel that the banks might show worse earnings, and that might actually lead to a drop in SoFi stock just by being in the banking sector. But it should, I think it might rise again later after either some people realize that SoFi is in a better spot, or after SoFi's earnings come down. And you make my bus. See you soon. Bye.